We are your home theater and AV questions answered. This is AVRant. Want your home theater or AV question answered by Tom and Rob? Send it to question@avrant.com. Welcome to AVRant. I'm Tom Andry, and I'm here with
Rob H.
Sam. Sam was ready to buy a 65-inch B6 series LG OLED TV, but he wanted to look at it in person first, so he dropped by his local Best Buy. When he talked to the Best Buy expert, that title was right on his name tag, so clearly he is, Sam was told to buy the Sony X850 LCD rather than the LG OLED because of the following. There are a butt ton of reasons on here, so we are not going to read them all and then go back through them. We're going to read them and then comment on them as we go. So, number one, I can't keep the number. There's no numbers here, so I'm going to say number one, and then we're going to say next. Number one, cost. It's not a good bargain for the money, even though prices have been reduced. No, I mean, it's funny that anybody would say that Sony was the bargain choice of anything.
It's an objective fact that the X850 series size for size is less expensive than the LG OLED. I can't argue that the Sony costs less.
There's a lot of reasons. He says that the black levels are a negative. He says that this is a negative because it hurts the contrast in pictures. This is clearly a person that does not understand what black levels are.
Contrast is.
Or contrast, or how TVs work. So maybe not so much an expert as a...
That's just flat out wrong. That's just the opposite of true.
The opposite of true. Black levels is... Your black levels is what gives you your contrast. The darker the blacks, the brighter the lights, the more contrast you get. So if your black levels are really black, you have good contrast. If your black levels are not so black,
we can't even measure the contrast. It goes to infinity. Therefore, it must be bad.
Yes.
No. The black levels are very, very nice. That's what you're paying the extra money for, in fact, on the OLED.
Yeah.
More than anything.
The expert says the picture is not as good. You will rarely get the store's floor model demonstration quality in your home.
Yeah, I would hope not.
I hope not either. You'll be buying something you won't
much
see
better.
and is not noticeably better than less expensive 4K sets. Also, demonstrably, and by all reports of anybody who's ever seen them, not true. OLEDs have the best picture that is out there currently.
At the moment, yes. Yeah.
Currently. So, and God help you if you're trying to get the store's demonstration quality. Oh, you mean dynamic mode with everything in burn out my retinas? No, thank you.
And full soap opera effect.
He said side-by-side comparison. He said in his training they saw other sets compared side-by-side with the LG, and the LG did not produce colors accurately.
Then calibrate the thing.
Yeah, okay. Let me tell you, this is probably true, by the way. He probably did sit, or she, I'm not going to judge. They probably sat in a training and saw these, and they did not look as good. I will absolutely agree that was probably true. They were probably sitting in the break room, or maybe they were on the store floor with fluorescent lights everywhere and everything set to torch mode, and they looked at them and went, oh, look, you see this one doesn't look as good. Not only that, if their manager is trying to get them to sell the Sonys because they get higher markup on them or better perks or whatever.
Spiff.
Then,
all about the spiff.
Then for sure... It is not only plausible, but very, very possible they went in and messed up the color settings anyways. So, and that by Best Buy, I have read people who have worked there writing about their time there, even as managers, and they'll say, yeah, they told us to do that. They told us, make this look worse so that your employees will sell the one we want them to sell. So, yeah, all these TVs can look bad. All of them can look good. The side-by-side comparison as far as colors are concerned, I cannot believe the OLED didn't look better. Can't believe it. Not if they were properly calibrated. Upscaling. The LGs are not as good as upscaling, not as good as Sony at least.
Now, there's some argument to be made there. Sony is very, very highly praised by very reputable reviewers as having some very good upscaling. So
that being said,
could be a legitimate thing.
We're talking like this is a game of inches right here. I mean, yes. First of all, what are you going to be watching with your 4K TV? With your new TV, are you going to be watching a lot of 1080p content because it's not real hard to upscale that. Are you going to be watching a lot of like old, VCR tapes?
VHS.
Then yeah, maybe you should get the Sony, or maybe you should just not buy a new TV and stop watching these old freaking tapes and go just watch them on your CRT because that's where they're going to look the best, anyways. Honestly, on the list of things I care about, upscaling is so far down the list. Yeah. Not only that,
lots of other devices in the signal chain that can do it too if you need it.
That's right. If you're really that concerned about it and you really find it to be that much of a problem, buy an Oppo. Mm-hmm. Everything goes through the Oppo, you're good to go. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Burn-in. The screen has burn-in problems. I don't really think this is an issue. I don't.
Again, we can't say that it's impossible.
It's not
for it to ever
impossible,
happen,
but this is the same crap they pulled with plasma.
Yeah,
plasma has burned in. LCD has not as wide viewing angles. Both were true at some point. Both stopped being true very quickly into their life cycle.
Well, LCD still has limited viewing angles,
but come on, dude. It's
gotten better.
It's in most situations, it's not anything to even be concerned about. It's like, oh, it looks a little weird off axis when I'm trying to watch it from the kitchen and I'm at like 170 degrees off axis. So yeah, of course it looks weird. It'll look weird anyways. You should get that anyways. Yes, technically it can burn in. It's not going to. Unreliable. This technology is new. It may have repair issues. It may also explode. It may get hit by a meteor. Shut up. That's what I would have told that guy. Or girl, I'm not judging. Not the best for watching sports, but is good with movies. I can't imagine a world in which OLED is worse at sports than LCDs would be.
That makes no sense.
It literally makes
no idea where they came up with
no
that.
sense. I mean, and why would the movies be any better? What is so special about sports? Do they not run in movies? Do they not throw things in movies? Do they zoom in and out in movies? Is there something that they do in sports that doesn't happen in a movie? I can't think of the thing that happens. Nope. No. Nothing. All right. Sony's XBR 850s and their 930s are better because they bring together the brightness of Samsung sets and the color of OLEDs. You mean the inaccurate colors that you were just talking about earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Nice contradiction.
They have the perfect balance. They are also the very best at upscaling lower resolution in the opinion of the expert. This is kind of a summary of everything, but kind of not. Not an expert. Even if you have in some way misrepresented some of these things, in that you forgot what they were saying or whatever, or quoted them incorrectly, and that's fine. The objective fact is that OLED is better. It's just objectively better than LCDs.
More than any of that, if you come back next month, there is a very high likelihood they will be telling you that a Samsung is now the best, or a Toshiba is now the best, or whatever company is paying the highest spiff that month.
Yeah.
Because that's what it all comes down to. A spiff is basically a bonus, right? Best Buy employees don't work on commission, but you can get sales bonuses for hitting certain targets on certain products that offer a bonus for hitting a sales target. So guess who's paying a bonus this month? I'm guessing it's Sony.
Yeah, so Sam's not going to take the Best Buy salesperson's word, but all these comments they give him pause. And this is which
is a shame.
It is a shame.
Which is fair enough for Sam.
Yeah.
I mean, my gosh.
But if he went with the Sony, he could get a 75-inch for the same price as 65-inch. So is the OLED really worth it, or does the Best Buy expert have a point? They don't have any really valid points to begin with, except for that they're cheaper.
I would just urge you. I would urge anyone. CNET's television reviews that are written by David Katzenmeier. I have yet to disagree with that man, and I've learned a lot, actually. And he is a fully certified calibrator and has excellent test equipment. I mean, he explained why the X850 he wouldn't even recommend against like Vizios and Samsungs and things like that, because he's like, it doesn't have fantastic black levels, it doesn't have fantastic contrast. He would pick almost any other TV that's similarly priced above Sony's X850. Now, the X930 and X940, different story, but then you're not saving any money versus the OLEDs.
Which is pretty much what the selling point is. That's the only real point he had.
I rarely just give declarative sentences, but if you can afford the 65-inch B6 OLED, get it. It's the best TV at that price.
Yeah.
At that size.
Want your question answered? Send it to question@avrant.com. This is AVRant.
Now go out and listen to something.